What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Alex's Sports Talk Show. Today we're going to be breaking down the NBA playoffs and the games that happened yesterday on Wednesday and looking at tonight's game and who's going to move on to the conference finals, getting closer to the NBA finals. So yesterday, Milwaukee won. Congrats to them for beating Boston. They're moving on to the conference finals, and they're going to be facing the winner of these Raptors and Sixers. They have Game 6 tonight, but before we go into that, just kind of take a look at the Warriors-Rockets game, Game 5. Yesterday, Warriors came out with a huge win, 104-99 against the Rockets. Unfortunately, though, Kevin Durant didn't leave the third quarter with a right calf strain. Everyone thought it was going to be an Achilles injury by how he was reacting, but luckily it was just a right calf strain. So I definitely think he will not be available in Game 6, but if the Rockets do force a Game 7, look for him to be questionable and a game-time decision for that. Game 5 yesterday, Klay Thompson hit the dagger layup with 4 seconds left to give them that 5-point lead. The Rockets had a chance. They caused the bad pass, but they couldn't get the turnover. So look out for them to come back in Game 6 with a lot of fire and explosiveness, because these dogs have backed up against the wall, and it's just hard to beat a team that's fighting to not be eliminated. So look for these Rockets to play great at home and feed off that energy of the crowd. So moving on to tonight's game, Raptors vs. Sixers, Game 6 tonight, Thursday. The Sixers performed horribly in Game 5. It was horrendous to watch. They got blown out by 30 points, I want to say. So tonight in Game 6 in Philly at home, Sixers have a chance to force a Game 7 as well. Sixers need to hit their shots. Like, all of the starters did not do well. The young superstar Joel Embiid has been sick the past couple of days, so can understand a little bit of the poor performance, but tonight you got to dig down deep and you got to fight and you got to perform well for your team so you can continue on to your dreams of moving on in the playoffs and even to the finals. So Joel has to show up. Simmons, I've been thinking about putting up missing flyers all throughout gymnasiums looking for Ben Simmons, because he's nowhere to be found in this series. It's performance is pretty atrocious. I was finding a stat earlier today, and he has more shots than he has points in this series. He has 34 shots and he has 33 points. Like, I don't really know what's going on with Ben Simmons, but he has to be that guy that the Sixers drafted him for. If he had a jumper, man, he'd be a top 10 player in the league right now, but he can't shoot, so it's kind of easier to shut him down in a sense, but he has to find ways to get his shots and assist tonight. Something else, Game 3 versus the Nets, Tobias Harris 6 from 3. Where is this Tobias Harris? I need the Tobias Harris that the Sixers traded for in the regular season. Right now he's also kind of nowhere to be found. He's not putting up the numbers he has. So Tobias Harris has got to get some quality shots up tonight and got to get some points if you want your team to win. Sixers are too stacked, and where's this championship mentality that all you have, or the organization says you guys have? I haven't seen it. Hopefully tonight I will see it, and it's going to be interesting for them. I feel like you never really know which Sixers you're going to get. You're going to get the fun, highlight, explosive Sixers, or you're going to get the Sixers who turn the ball over and make mistakes and brick all the shots, unfortunately. So Raptors, now looking at the other side of this coin, Raptors are looking to close the series out tonight. Game 5, Lowry and Green both played really well for themselves. Danny Green had 17 points. Good numbers for him. They need a repeat of this tonight if they are looking to win this series, go on to the conference finals. Leonard is a freaking phenomenal player right now, averaging 38 in points per game and defensively creating havoc for these Sixers and causing turnovers, getting into these passing lanes and also into the mind of these young Sixers. Great defense for this team leads to great offense. Just keep creating turnovers, keep getting steals somehow, blocks, just keep getting defensive play, because that will turn into fast break, and then eventually that could lead into great offense. So winner of this tonight, I think the Raptors are going to win it. Look at the Raptors to close out this series and go face Milwaukee in the conference finals. You never know. I think the unknown and Joel Embiid factor is the reason why I have the Raptors winning. He is sick, so he's not at 100%. So, and then recently, you never know which Joel Embiid you're going to get. Game 3, Joel Embiid was on fire, wreaking havoc for them, but Games 4 and 5, he just kind of put on a poor performance. So Raptors are going to win this game. Okay, game number 2 tonight, Denver versus Portland. Denver is winning this 3-2. Game 6 is also tonight, I believe, tipping off at 7:30. In game 4, after that 4 overtime game where the Denver won, Denver's only gotten more explosive for this, and meanwhile Portland's, it just seems tired and exhausted and just seems like they're just out of gas or something like that. So Portland's looking to bounce back, especially after that routing in Game 5. Damian Lillard and Cantor both have to produce big numbers. They haven't been themselves recently. I'm not sure if that was the game. I know Enes Kanter is dealing with a left shoulder injury. It's trying to separate. He's doing the best that he can, but he's got to play well against a young superstar who was playing to his name, Nikola Jokic, playing phenomenal. I think he has 3 triple-doubles in this series, so he's causing havoc for these bigs. The Portland Trailblazers had an answer in Nurkic, but he got injured a couple weeks left in the season, so that's a big loss for them. Their starting big guy to go down, but look for Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum to produce big tonight. I think that the Portland Trailblazers are going to win tonight and force a Game 7. I'm unsure if they're going to win this series right now. It all depends tonight, but I think tonight that they will win the game. Something else about this series, Paul Millsap is playing like the guy who was paid for a couple years ago when he came on to this Denver squad, an experienced playoff veteran who can knock down big shots for them and grab big boards for them in big moments. So Millsap's playing well. I don't think, though, that they're going to get it done. Blazers win tonight. Unsure about the rest of the series. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you for tuning in to Alex's Sports Talk Show. I'm out of here. Have a good day. Bye.